Alrighty, you guys, welcome back to a brand new episode here on
The ankle.
Hey Ember.
Hello, honey.
Hello, foodie beauties.
So, good morning, good day, whatever time it is. Welcome on in, and thank you so much for tuning on in. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments, like and subscribe, become my channel member. So, for today's video, Foodie went on a bit of a rage yesterday. It was a posted rage, so a little bit better than, her live stream rages. It's got something to do about FFG, and Foodie's thumbnail also was being like, oh, here comes the abuse allegations because they have no other content. You being an abuser is the content. Let's be so for real. Plus, if they don't have content, it's just because you're boring. I'm interested to see what hypocritical statements Girly is going to make. I know she's going to talk about FFG smoking around her pets. Chantal, you hookah around Julia, so there's literally videos of you blowing it right frickin' at her. Like, you're no better, dog. So, whatever. Let's just dive into this, alright? I already know it's going to be a frickin' mess. So, let's just get into it.
Hello, foodie beauties.
Get the flight, Julia.
That's such a random place for the telephone. Am I wrong?
Hi guys, welcome back to another video.
Hey, Foodie.
So I hope you have your pearls
Girl, I just feel like she's got a buzz cut under there. Like the military head cut. She's got the jar head look. I'm telling ya.
ready to be clutched because this is going to be this kind of video. And when it comes to my pet care, people like to clutch their pearls over every little thing. And
Y'all. Okay, so I was gonna wait until the Big Cherry Retro Reactor update, but I guess I'll just do it here because Chantal's going to be boring as heck anyways. The vet visit did not go well. We did not get his nails clipped, even though he was on his medication and whatnot. It was not enough. Yeah. He had his muzzle on, but he did snap. So we're going to try upping the dose. I don't mean to laugh about it because it was actually very alarming. And I am going to contact a behavioral specialist this week as well. Oh, Gooby. So, yeah, we're getting it figured out, guys. We are. We're going to try the nails again on Monday with the new dose of medicine. So, fingers crossed. That will help.
that's what I'm going to discuss today. I'm going to tell you the full story about Julia, and then I'm not going to talk about it anymore. So basically what's going on is I'm now being accused of being an animal abuser because my cat...
Well, maybe more of a neglector. You neglect your animals, and neglect is abuse.
has not been spayed yet. And she has been given 2 times. Not once or 3 times, it's 2 times.
Okay. Why the hell does that frickin' matter?
A
Not once, not 3 times, but 2.
I don't know what they call it, a progestin shot. It's a hormone shot to keep her out of heat for several months.
Okay. I don't think that's supposed to be used in lieu of spaying, though.
Her first shot lasted almost a year. Exactly. So yeah, they can last several months. The first one was administered by a different veterinarian. This one, a different one. 2 different veterinarians.
See, that's what's sketchy to me. Did they tell you no at the one vet that, no, y'all, just get her fixed? Like, stop. You can only do this once. Or, I mean, I don't know how the shots work. I really don't. So there's that. But why go to 2 different vets? Like, girl, what? Do you not have a primary doctor there for her? That's also alarming. Just bring her around to different places. I bet you it's freaking expensive.
But if you're going to call me an animal abuser for getting her this shot, then you're also calling the veterinarian an animal abuser.
Well, no, because you could have lied. So there's that.
Which I can guarantee you 100%, they're not in the profession to abuse animals.
No, but you're in the profession to just lie. So there's that.
You would need to call them that logically because they're the ones who actually gave the shot.
Is this like a DD Blanchard situation? Like, is Julia going to be put onto a feeding tube next? I shouldn't make a joke about that. But, like, do you get what I'm saying? Like, doctor hopping with your, quote-unquote child to get certain diagnoses and certain procedures. Like, that's kind of what it's given. Can you have Munchausen by proxy with a cat?
And actually, when we first brought Julia to the vet when she went into heat to see about getting her fixed, which we did do, the vet was the one who suggested the shot for now because she needed other treatments that he wanted performed before.
Okay, and did you have those treatments performed, Foodie? Did you? Probably not. Shut the hell up, bitch. Sorry, she's pissing me off now. When it comes to animals, I get real pissed real freaking quickly. Especially when it comes to just laziness, negligence, like, eye roll. Don't have a freaking pet then.
She could be fixed.
Have your little hamster have a freaking bowl of goldfish and call it a damn day.
So here's the story. We got Julia from someone Salah knew, and
that sounds sketchy.
That person that Salah knew got them from somebody they knew and had to leave the country.
Very sketchy.
So they were looking to rehome Julia. Julie was never theirs. They had other cats to take care of. So that person wasn't really sure about her whole history, about her exact age and everything like that. So we weren't sure about her exact age. It was just an estimate. I can't even remember now.
So what's this whole story, Foodie? Is this just the explanation for the first time why you got the shot? Because listen, I can understand if she needed the other treatments, this and that, so let's do her on this shot so that we can get those out of the way, and then in a little bit more time, we will address that. The issue is you went to a completely different vet to get another re-up on the shot. So either you don't plan on having her properly spayed, you're just going to keep doctor shopping for your cat, or you have absolutely no plan in having her spayed and you didn't get those other treatments done, which I have a feeling that's more so the route.
What it was, but she was pretty young.
But also, girl, like, in a country with so many strays and whatnot, I'm sure there are doctors that would do it at next to nothing, honestly.
But that wasn't 100% certain. That was just an estimate to tell you guys, whatever. So she went into heat the first time. And so we brought her to the vet almost right away. The vet...
Well, you don't bring her to the vet once they go into heat. You bring them to the vets before that happens, Foodie.
Examined her, as a good veterinarian would do, and saw that she had like a skin condition we had no idea about, that he wanted to be fixed up first. So we had to take her where she gets her nails trimmed, get her a couple of these, the special shampoo to wash her skin. And that would have to clear up before she could be vaccinated. So then we had to get her vaccinated. And then we had to arrange to get her fixed. But we thought, even the vet said there's no rush because she has this vaccine that can last up to a year. And it did not a year. He said actually 10 months. This actually lasted almost a year. So usually it's about between 7 to 10 months, but...
Okay, doesn't matter. At the end of the 10 months, or towards the end, you should have been trying to figure out where to bring her to have her spayed.
It can last longer. So we just weren't really...
Because it also improves the animal's quality of life, their life expectancy. Like, come on, girl.
keeping track, I guess.
Do you want her to be, like, constantly freaking uncomfortable? Come on.
Of the exact date of when it would wear off. Another note is actually he didn't want to give her the vaccine while she was in heat because...
Girl, she's lying. She's lying the way that she's just, like, staring off to the side and everything.
Whenever she was in heat, she was under more stress and just more, you know...
Yeah, exactly. So that's why you need to have her spayed.
Tired and everything like that. So he wanted to wait until after her cycle was over or she was no longer in heat because this injection would have put her out of heat within 3 days. So it's like almost like a form of birth control, which even humans take, all right?
Foodie. I doubt animals are supposed to be taking birth control, though. Like, consistently. Come on.
So,
birth control is also just having them spayed. All right? Shut up.
Again, if it was animal abuse...
It's neglect, 1,000%. Sorry. You're being freaking lazy, all right? It's either you're lazy, Salah's too lazy to do it also, or you don't want to give up a freaking week's worth of DoorDash.
The doctor would be responsible for the animal abuse because they're the one who
No, you're the one that's bringing them and lying, so I'm sure. So you're still the abuser. Sorry.
recommended it to us in the first place while we took care of her other health issues.
Yeah, the first vet. The first. Why don't you go and explain what this second one's about? We're only 5 minutes in, y'all. She's got me effed up.
To say for a creator, you know who it is, to constantly make content on the basis that we abuse our animals is full defamation.
So bring her to court. Prove her wrong. Prove her wrong, Foodie. Huh? Oh, but you can't. Yeah. It's only defamation if it isn't true.
Defamation. And I might be in Kuwait now, but this person better hope that I don't follow through with a defamation case in the future.
Oh, girl, please. Please, you're going to go back to Canada? Okay. I mean, we knew that was probably about to happen, but damn.
You can laugh now, but all of it, on my side, all of it's documented.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. It's also documented that you didn't follow that first vet's orders and you went to a second one, all right, to get the same just quick fix solution. So, yeah.
Their channel. Like, they have these streams and all these videos. And even if they take them down...
I think she's just a little bit pissy that Amber has taken the crown back. No one's really paying attention to Foodie except for, you know, her Beezers and the few reaction channels that are, like, focused on her, you know, the way we are on Amber Lynn. But other than that, and those reaction channels are probably making way more money than she is.
The internet's forever, right? So, anyway, because that's what it is. It's pure defamation. Even accusing me of animal abuse with BBJ, I have those files from the animal control who are responsible for animal abuse cases on my side. They've always left our premises without any account, without deeming any abuse or neglect.
I'm not sure if I buy that.
At all. So, that's it.
She's definitely lying. Whenever she does that, like swallowing her spit and taking a breath, like, yes, it's given liar.
That's all I'm going to say about that. I'm not revisiting old drama. There's just no way. So back to Julia. So it was the vet who actually suggested this while we could take care of the other issues for Julia.
Okay, but did you have those other issues addressed? No?
Actually, as a side note, I just want to say all of this is not really anyone's business, how I take care of my pet.
No, but you put it on the internet, so don't be surprised if people are going to have a reaction to it. Like, come on, Foodie. That's stupid.
If my pet, she's being well fed, she's spoiled with love, and she's very comfortable here.
Spoiled, given greasy, crappy delivery each night? Yeah, wonderful. Oh, you're such a loving cat owner.
Like, if she was out on the streets of Kuwait in the heat with no food, shelter, water,
She'd probably be even healthier. My God, that's how sad that is.
come on, you know?
No, I'm kidding.
So, there's just this person who has to keep twisting things, making me out to be a villain.
Well, you also don't have to go out and seek this, girl. Like, my God, you and Amber are so freaking obsessed with yourselves that you can't just sit back and just let people say whatever they're going to say. Especially because it has no real effect on your real life. And the only time it goes IRL is because you come on and you do this. You taunt and you try to prove your point, and that's going to make people go down on you even harder. That sounds weird, but come down on you even harder, you know what I mean? So you could just let people have their opinions and carry on with your life and not address it. That's fine. That's fine. But, you know, of course, she can't help herself.
They continue to have content. Anyways, meanwhile,
Girl, your content is you stuffing your face, so shut up.
they smoke all the time, hotboxing their animals with their cigarette smoke. So, and yeah.
It's not hotboxing if it's a cigarette. Ew. Ew. Who would freaking hotbox a cigarette? I just want to throw up thinking about it.
I do smoke shisha once in a while, but I'm
Yeah.
not here accusing people of animal abuse, am I? So,
Well, you are. You are. You just did. So,
I guess we just didn't really keep track.
you're both in the wrong, all right? I'm not saying that that's what FFG does, but if it is, then you're both in the wrong. Two things can be right and wrong at the same time, you know? You can be an animal neglector, and she could be neglecting her animals as well. I mean, you know that Spider-Man meme where they're just pointing at each other? That's what this feels like.
Of like how long the vaccine was lasting. She did end up going in heat again, and I think what triggered it was me having the scent of those male cats on me from downstairs, because she was really into the scent, and
Ew.
she went into heat like the next day. So we are traveling very soon. I don't feel comfortable with getting her fixed
Eye roll, of course not.
without me being here to care for her and to keep an eye on her. So
Are you traveling in the next week, girl? Like, come on, that shit heals up pretty quickly.
basically, we made the decision to go back to another vet and another pet clinic and say, you know, can we get her another shot for now? And the vet said yes, but this will be the last one. Usually 2 is like the max recommended, just to prevent problems in the future.
She's definitely not going to get that cat fixed, y'all. It's not going to freaking happen.
That the hormones could cause. So, seeing that,
Especially in a cat that they don't know her age. Like, come on, dude. This all seems way too experimental to do on a cat that could possibly be, like, well past the age where this stuff is, like, recommended.
we don't really have another choice because
I don't know. I bet they probably, like, figured out her age the first time they brought her to the vets.
we don't have the time. I know people will say, well, that's not an excuse not to get your pet. Not getting them fixed is not a medical emergency, okay? Like, we have these tickets bought, we have the hotel paid for.
Girl, your stupid freaking vacation, your staycation, visa run, what freaking ever isn't an emergency either, okay? But the health and well-being of your pet, that would trump a vacation for me. Sorry about it. But, oh, Foodie, she needs to go stuff her freaking face in a hotel bed for a week. eye roll.
We have everything, and we will lose money on the plane tickets and everything. So, yeah.
Bruh. Shifty, beady little freaking liar ass eyes. Sorry, she's pissing me off, dude. She is pissing me off with this Julia stuff. I think this is the most heated I've probably ever gotten towards Foodie.
Seeing as the vet said it was okay to get another shot, we got her another shot. And
Well, I'm still not entirely convinced that that other vet even knew of the first one.
lo and behold, she's fine. She has like no symptoms of any side effects. She's back to her regular self. She's not lethargic or not eating or anything like that. Trust me, she's eating and she's running around chasing flies and whatever else. So
Yeah, I bet there's a bunch of flies in that apartment, dude. Ew. Ew.
she's a happy cat. Anytime you've ever seen her on video, she's not cowering in a corner. She's not afraid. She's not emaciated.
Okay. You can still be neglecting her, though.
She's
You're neglecting her medical needs.
always on her back, which is the most comfortable, happiest position a cat could be in. Anytime I talk to her, she flops on her back and rolls over. You've seen that many times. Just like you've
I don't know. This is also a little weird. Like, why are you having to explain to us all these little things? Like, guys, trust me, Julia loves me. Odd. Odd.
seen many times in my previous streams and videos where BBJ was extremely happy. BBJ was extremely old, had a lot of health problems that old cats have.
And you also weren't addressing those either, so there's that.
So, I mean, yeah, like, Julia's fine. If you want to accuse me of being an animal abuser because
Neglector.
my cat was in heat, that is just beyond ridiculous.
Girl, you know that ain't the reason why. Shut the hell up. Oh my god.
And after this video, we're not even going to address anything ridiculous like that.
Yeah, okay. Okay, I bet.
You can keep making your defamatory videos. I hope that they stack up, and I hope for your sake that I never take action on
Eye roll. Eye roll. Foodie, you wouldn't be able to cover those legal fees, okay? And no one's going to take that case pro bono.
it, but we'll see, because that's just ridiculous at this point. Like, people are getting away with the most vile things and actions and saying and doing the most vile things to people in the community, and it's just like going too far.
You say vile shit too, dog, okay? So don't, play the modest role now. Shut up.
It's just being stretched too far. I get it.
Just like your skin. Sorry. Sorry. Yeah. Oh, that was a funny one, though.
That I'm not the person that I was, and you don't have the content that you used to. And
Girl, neither do you, so whatever.
Guess what? People grow and they change, and
Yeah, but you don't.
go through phases in life. I'm not here for your entertainment. Like,
What do you mean? What do you mean you're not here for our entertainment, Foodie? Then what do you upload videos for? Your feeders? Yeah, I figured.
in the way that my life is not going to just be your entertainment in the way that you think it is. So, I'm sorry that you can't profit off of my downward spiral over and over like you could before, but that doesn't mean that you can just invent BS like that. Defamatory content that I'm an animal abuser because my cat is not spayed and was given an injection, hormonal injection, to keep her out of heat for a while.
It doesn't look good on your part still, dude. Like, I don't know what you're not understanding about that. This is really, truly the first time I'm hearing of this entire situation, and I automatically just know that, like, you're being shady about something.
And yes, that is a good excuse to get her the injection because
Yeah, once. once. The first time was the good excuse. The second time was because you were lazy and wanted to put it off so that you could go do your vacation. Oh, imagine when they told her, brought her in, like, listen, you should do this. Like, and she was just like, oh, but our vacation. Eye roll.
I don't want to have her have an operation, which is more major for female cats to be spayed than males, and just take off and leave the country because I would worry about her. You know, like, my pets are very much loved. And
eye roll, dude. Eye roll. Well, you had how long up until this point to do it? It's your fault for waiting. Like, why are you acting like it's our fault or something else's fault that, oh, well, we can't do it now because it's our vacation. You had months, years to do it. Shut up.
you've never seen otherwise in any of my videos. Julia has always been happy. So, yes, it's just something else to
Eye roll.
fake outrage over. And, you know, I've seen some creators, some reactors say that I'm stupid
Well, yeah.
for bringing this to the internet. Why would I do that if I'm just going to be criticized for being an animal abuser? And, you know, my answer to that is,
I mean, yes. More so this video. Like, come on now.
because I simply don't care what people think about it. I'm not an animal abuser. I'm not going to hide
Well, you don't care. You don't care, but you've uploaded the longest video that you have in weeks about it. Okay.
actions that are not harmful just because some other people want to twist it and interpret it that way.
Okay. Okay. So, if you can admit that it's an interpretation that you are being neglectful to these animals, then how can you not see that it's your interpretation that you're not being neglectful? If it's up for interpretation, girly, then how are you interpreting it as you were not neglectful? I mean, we know how. She just explained. How's that not neglectful? By just pushing it off. Keep pushing it off for months and months and months. How's that not neglectful?
You know, if the injection, the hormonal injection, was something that was so harmful for pets and was so
Well, they told you 2 is the max, allegedly. Allegedly, that's what they told her.
it was a form of animal abuse, the vets would not be administering it. You know, like,
I don't think that's a solid excuse. It really isn't. Especially when you bring the animal to multiple vets like that. I don't think it's an excuse. I really don't. And why didn't you bring them to the first vets? Did you try to and they said, no, we're not going to do it. You need to have her fixed? Well, I mean, I'm not going to knock her for how she went about getting Julia, but I know, at least around here, a lot of the rescues spay and neuter the pets for you. Okay? I mean, I said it when I first got Goo. He was $50 to put down. That was the fostering fee. I had to foster him for a month up until his surgery. And then he had his surgery. And then he was officially mine. And they refunded me the $50. Like, I mean, I'm sure not everywhere is like that, but pretty much everywhere in the world recognizes that spaying and neutering pets is a major, major thing. Especially these countries where there's a lot of strays.
there can be side effects just like with any medication you give to someone or to your pets. But luckily, there's been no side effects with Julia at all. So she's fine. You can rage all you want elsewhere about it. Again, but I'm so happy that you have those videos documenting your defamation. Thank you very much.
Yeah, okay. Okay.
If people want to clutch their pearls about this situation, please do it elsewhere, because I'm honestly trying to rebuild an audience who is not negative all the time, doesn't come on my streams to just, come up with all these things, cause drama, incite drama, and everything else. Like, I'm just over it. I'm just totally over it. Yeah, I'm done. I'm done with it. I'm done with that drama. It's just not, it's never ending. It's just always something else. And the things are becoming more and more outrageous.
We'll all stop doing things to outrage people. I mean, there's that. It just comes off that you're lazy.
You're gonna call me an animal abuser again.
I'll call you a lazy animal neglector.
Emphasizing that you'll need to call the vet an animal abuser, because
once again, I don't think you were honest with the vet either.
They're the ones who suggested it in the first place, and they're the ones who administered it.
In the first place, you're the shady one that went to a second clinic to get another shot because you were too lazy or too broke. Sorry, but is that it? Is that it? That you just don't want to drop the money to have the procedure done?
I don't think that a veterinarian would...
If we never hear about Julia going to the vets again, we know why.
Administer animal abuse on their animals, on their patients.
Okay, and neither would a doctor. But sometimes it still happens where things are done because of the word of the parents. Okay? Why do you think that, you guys, they're a doctor. They would never. Eye roll. It happens all the time.
So that's just something that's this person's audience is not logical. They don't...
Well, clearly neither is yours, okay? It's mostly freaking underage kids.
think logically.
And that's not me going making no exaggerated statement. She has minors in her chat that are her beezers, her members that send her money.
They're just hive-minded, pack-minded.
That's literally your beezers.
And they're just like a bunch of coyotes, like, rah, rah, rah. And they don't think.
And what? You're just the poor, helpless little rabbit.
For themselves. And unfortunately, that's what happens. You have these wild, ridiculous accusations. And you can think what you want. When we get back, we have about...
I don't know. The fact that she felt the need to come on here and can't even give us a solid minute of eye contact, dude. Eye roll. And then you're going to say, oh, I don't care. I shouldn't even be addressing this. Then why are you? It makes no sense.
I don't know,
You're both hypocrites. My God, shut up.
We're not going to wait like the full time like last time, but I'd say after maybe 5 or 6 months, we will get her spayed. Like, we won't let her go into another cycle.
I highly doubt it.
But because of the injection, there's no rush. So...
Eye roll. Just freaking get it done. My God. She was like, well, we spent so much on our vacation. We can't afford it. Sorry, girlie.
Yeah. Should we have done it sooner this time? Yes. I don't think she may not have gone in heat if she didn't smell the cats. But it was always a possibility. So maybe we should have got it done before we traveled, like way before. But... even if we didn't get her spayed, it's not animal abuse. You can't go around saying that animals who are not spayed are abused animals or neglected. Like, it's just not...
Well, yeah, you kind of can.
Not the case.
When it's such a simple procedure that most places will do, even at a lowered cost, yeah, it is kind of neglectful to not just have it done.
Not it. Everyone has a different opinion on that. Some people are against getting surgery for their animals, and that's their right. That's their right.
I don't know. I don't know. I think you always have to think of the best interest for the animal, and that's the non-objective best interest, not what you personally think is the best interest, what professionals tell you is the best interest of your animal. So those people are neglectful too, okay? If you're going to go against the advice of people that go to school for this, then whatever, dude. Whatever. You shouldn't be a pet owner then. Sorry about it. Like, come on now.
You know, so unless the animal is being starved, shut in, shut away and actually neglected without food or water or love or attention.
Well, neglect comes in many different forms and many different severities, girl. Okay? Just because you don't trap her in a freaking closet for a majority of the day, that's abuse and neglect to a different severity. But neglect at any degree is not all right.
For several days, you know what I mean? Like,
I knew this was going to be a long one. Oh my God.
just shh, because you don't know what you're talking about.
I'm sorry, I gotta laugh at that. just shh. What a crazy joker of a response to such a serious thing.
Like, these accusations are so invalid and they're defamatory.
Eye roll, dude. Eye roll.
And I know that this community where these reactors are don't care about that. They just don't. That's exactly what they're aiming for. And they're aiming at anything they can, hang on to or...
Well, girl, you're also a proven liar, so there's that.
Twist or whatever to make money, but it's just...
Eye roll. Eye roll. You know what? Twisting some entertaining narrative about someone's crappy life honestly seems morally a bit better than even just coming on and stuffing your freaking face 2 to 3 times a day on camera, girl, okay? Let's be so for real.
Not the case, and it can backfire. And what goes around comes around.
Oh yeah? What's Foodie gonna do about it?
Definitely. So...
Yeah, so concerned. It's going to take her 3 years to save up after this trip again to go to court for anything.
I would be careful about that if I were you.
Oh, Foodie, shut up.
But
I'd be careful, all right? Someone's going to ruin this vacation for you.
other than that, yeah, I eventually told people about Julia. First, I was in the gym and the pool area. A mixture of reasons. I wanted to see the cat, a change of environment, but also I didn't want her meowing loudly on the camera. I didn't, want...
Yeah, God forbid.
To have to keep talking through that. And also, I knew what people were going to say, and I was right. So I just thought, just to avoid the headache. But then something switched, and I was like, I wanted to go back up to my apartment, and I was like, why am I staying here just because, like... Why do I care what these people think? Why do I care? I'm not gonna...
Girl, why do you care? You've been on here for 20 freaking minutes bitching about it. You clearly care.
Like, why am I not living the life how I want to just because of what people are gonna think? Go ahead, call me an animal abuser because there's zero truth to it. So that's... But clued in, and I said, I'm going upstairs. My cat's in heat. It is what it is. Think what you want. And of course, right away, oh, she's an animal abuser.
Well, why were you even being shady about it? That's the first part, is you knew people were going to have an issue. And so you were just instantly shady about it. Yeah. You know you're in the wrong, Foodie, or else you wouldn't have tried to hide it.
I knew it. That's why I was in the gym. But I don't care because it's not true.
Yeah, she wasn't in the gym because she was working out. That's for damn sure.
True. So if it's not true, you don't care about it. That's how it goes. And after this video, I'm not even going to talk about any of this anymore.
I bet.
If you come into my streams and you accuse me of being an animal abuser, I probably won't care, but you'll probably still be blocked by mods. So, whatever. We don't need that negativity. You don't have a business in my stream anyway, watching me if you think I'm such a horrible person. But yeah, I would hurt myself before I ever did harm to my pet.
I mean, that is technically true. When all the stuff with BBJ was going down, she was actively hurting herself every day with the food she was stuffing in her face. So she was hurting herself before BBJ, but the issue is that it carries on from pet to pet.
So...
And also, what are you going to do with Howie when you go on vacation? Huh? She had made no mention of Howie.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure the veterinarian wouldn't do harm to my pet.
They would unknowingly do harm to your pet if you lied to them.
So for them to suggest that in the first place,
there's a major component of how untruthful you are that you're leaving out of this.
you know? And yeah, she did get the bath, she did get the vaccines. But again, none of that is like
Odd cut.
anyone's business, like what I do with my pet.
You come online and make it everyone's business, dude. Like,
Like at all, you know? She's very happy, so.
yeah, okay.
Anyways, I don't have anything else to say about it. Just that. And again, that's going to be the last time that I ever talk about this situation.
It's definitely not going to be. How many times have we freaking heard that?
She will not go
She's going to be rage beezing about it in the next freaking stream.
to heat for a while, and inshallah, and we will take care of it before that happens
Yeah, sure.
again. So we have decided she will be spayed eventually, but just right now, this was the best option. Like I said, we are traveling. It was too soon that it happened. So yes. Anyway, I guess that's
Eye roll. What a BS excuse.
it. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.
Gross. Gross. I hate to see it, honestly. Ugh, it's the same crap with her and Amberlynn. Eye roll. This is a long one. For a foodie video, this is freaking long. Anyways, you guys, I'm going to get this edited and sent right out for you. I hope you are having a wonderful day. A lot better than foodie, that's for sure. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Like and subscribe, become a channel member, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care.